We'll guide you through the complete setup of the Squarespace integration within Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. We'll start right at the beginning, downloading the extension from AppSource. By searching for Dynasol, you'll find the Squarespace integration extension, which you can install with a single click, as we can review that over here as well in extensions. Once the extension is added, we'll move on to connecting your Squarespace store and then walk through all the key configuration options. As we get started, the first screen you'll encounter is the Squarespace integration setup page. Here, Business Central presents a few policy guidelines you can review, and for users who don't yet have a Squarespace account, there's a direct link to create one right away. Since I already have an account, I'll go ahead and confirm that. Next, we see the complete setup video you can see for the complete guidance. Then moving forward, Business Central prompts us to enter an API key. So before we continue, let's take a moment to look at where this key is generated within Squarespace. Inside my Squarespace website, now open in front of us, we navigate to Settings, Developer Tools, Developer API Keys. Next, we click Generate Key. Squarespace prompt for a name. For demonstration purposes, I'll enter Squarespace API key. Then we assign the required permissions: forms, products, inventory, orders, transactions, and profiles. 0.0.2s. Once everything is selected, we click Generate, and Squarespace immediately provides a new API key. We simply copy the generated key, then return to Business Central and paste it into the API key field. Business Central immediately validates that the Squarespace store exists and that the key is correct. Once the validation is successful, and the connection between Squarespace and Business Central is now fully established. Now we've reached the main configuration page for the Squarespace integration. This is where all key settings are managed, the settings that define how Business Central and Squarespace communicate and exchange data. Let's go through each section step by step. After completing the initial configuration, you'll notice that a license is automatically generated for the user. This license valid field indicates whether the current license is active or has expired. Next, we have the license type, which in my case shows that a trial license has been assigned. We also see the license expiration date. Here, it's set to January 1st, 2026, along with the license expiration warning date, which provides an advance reminder before the license expires. If the license does expire, the user can request a new one by navigating to Actions, Configure, and then selecting Request Dynasol License. Once submitted, the updated license is issued and displayed immediately. On the right side, you'll find the support email, which provides a direct contact address for the Dynasol support team. Below that, the Assign License section displays a license currently linked to your environment, and the message area is used to communicate important updates, notifications, or changes related to your integration. In the General Configuration section, we can see the API key that we previously generated and entered during the setup process. The base URL shows a link to the connected Squarespace website, while the store page ID identifies a specific store page within that site. Since a Squarespace website can contain multiple store pages, you can switch between them using the drop-down list as needed. The Enable Squarespace option is linked to the main toggle for the integration. Turning this off will disable the entire Squarespace setup within Business Central. The next section covers item synchronization. Here, the flow of items is directed from Business Central to Squarespace. Auto-create unknown items makes sure that when enabled, any items that exist in Squarespace, but not yet in Business Central, will be automatically created when fetched via Actions, Requests, Fetch Products. Also, auto-update existing items ensures that any changes to items in Business Central are automatically updated in Squarespace. Then, Create Variant Items shows that enabling this option treats each variant as a separate item in Business Central, allowing for better tracking and management. Further Last Synced At field shows the most recent time the items were synced, whether manually or automatically. For manual syncs, items are updated according to the assigned job queue schedule. For automatic syncs, items are updated based on the interval set in the auto sync configuration, and the last synced at field is updated accordingly. Then sync item image when enabled. Any images uploaded in Business Central are automatically synced to the corresponding items on the Squarespace website. On the right side, we have Delete Squarespace Item with Business Central. When enabled, deleting an item in Business Central will also remove it from Squarespace. Similarly, the Auto Delete Squarespace Image toggle ensures that images on Squarespace are deleted when corresponding items are removed in Business Central. You can also set a default item template, which applies default settings whenever a new item is created. The item weight unit, item dimension unit, and item price unit fields define the respective units used for items in Squarespace. The wait for product image upload (SEC) field specifies the minimum time the system waits for an image to be uploaded before attaching it to the relevant product. Meanwhile, product image upload retries allows you to set the number of allowed attempts for image upload requests in case of failures. The next section covers inventory synchronization, which manages the flow of inventory data from Business Central to Squarespace once an item has been created in Business Central. The Allow Inventory Sync option ensures that inventory levels are automatically updated in Squarespace. The last synced inventory field shows the most recent time inventory was synced, either via actions, requests, fetch inventory, or through scheduled updates. Inventory can be synchronized manually or automatically. In manual mode, syncs occur according to the assigned job queue, while in automatic mode, inventory updates are performed at the interval specified in the auto sync configuration. The next section covers customer synchronization, which handles the creation and updating of customers based on orders. Can create new customers ensures that new customers are automatically created when orders are imported from Squarespace. Can update existing customers. When enabled, automatically updates customer information if any changes are detected. Customer synchronization is limited to manual updates via the Customer Auto Sync option. The default customer template code allows you to set a template to standardize new customer creation and avoid duplicates. The default customer number provides a fallback customer number in case the system is unable to acquire a valid customer number during the sync process. The next section covers order synchronization, which manages the flow of orders from Squarespace to Business Central. The last order sync field indicates the most recent time orders were synchronized via actions, requests, fetch orders. Order synchronization can be set to manual or automatic. In manual mode, syncs occur according to the assigned job queue, while automatic syncs are triggered at the interval specified in the auto sync configuration. On the right side, the Show Squarespace Order Numbers in Documents option allows Squarespace order numbers to be displayed in documents, such as invoices. Auto-create orders ensures that sales orders are automatically generated once orders are fetched from Squarespace. Update existing orders, when enabled, updates any existing sales orders with new changes. Use for shipment lines determines how shipping is calculated, including which GL account are applied, while shipment lines no assigns a default single shipment line number to shipments. The final section covers email notification setup, which enables automatic notifications. When turned on, notifications are sent to the email addresses listed in the default notification email field. Multiple addresses can be included, separated by commas. The Order Sync notification option ensures that new order alerts are automatically sent to the specified emails. The order email body defines the content of the email, providing the message that will be sent with each notification, as shown here. And that's the complete Squarespace integration setup in Business Central.